Welcome to ELH4X4 doing stuff. Today we're working on 2014 Nissan, pardon me, Nissan Altima S. And we're going to do brakes all around. This is going to be a speed run too because we got bad weather on the forecast. So come on along. Alright, we're going to start with the actual caliper itself. $14 mil. And on this vehicle, we are doing brakes and rotors. We give a little tug on the caliper, and that way we're able to take it off easily. And then you can see with the amount of pad that isn't there is why we're doing the brakes. All right. That is a, what size is that? 21, so we'll go step up to the next largest size. For extra precaution, we're going to use a bungee cord to hold the caliper so it's not pulling on the hose, and then get it up out of the way. All right, we still need to push that piston back inside. So this is a 22. Right. There we go. Maybe not. All right, that's one. Alright, the rain's coming, so I'm going to set up a canopy. Alright, we're back in the fight. So I'm going to go get a ratchet and take this off, and then we'll get the everything else prepped. So, hold on. Alright. Alright, so once we get the bracket off, we'll place that off to the side because the brake kit that we got comes with, or at least it should come with, new hardware as far as for the brakes. We just slide the rotor off. I'm going to get a wire brush and clean this surface. And we still got to push the piston back into the All right, we're checking for any binding. So far it's going in relatively easy with little effort. You know, 2 fingers. Okay. Put that off to the side. We got a wire brush. You know, nothing to worry about. I think I am the tallest metal structure in my driveway right now, so no big deal. All right, we get that cleaned off. Now we can prep our rotor. Prep the rotor and the mounting bracket. We also want to make sure that our adjusting, or the pins float, move in and out easily, and then we'll find our hardware. These all look the same. And same with the brake pads. Now we got to do is find the rotors. That looks like one. Let's see what this other. Yeah, these are the rear. It has the parking brake built into it. All right. All right, since the mounting hardware is the same, it doesn't matter which one goes where because they're both the same. So I'm going to get a wire brush. We're going to clean that area out. All right, we're going to go test fit our brake pads. So with these, you have to put the squealer in first. And then there's this built-in spring right here pushes the pad back. Are you seeing that, or am I doing it off camera? There we go. All right, so we're going to rest the squealer on this finger and line it in. At least that's the way it is for these brakes. All right, we're going to get them started, front and rear, and then we're going to all right, now that's a little bit quiet. Let's get our rotor on. Okay. I guess it would be kind of easier to I don't know if the lug nut's gonna, what I'm trying to say is to put a lug nut on to hold the rotor straight up and down. Yeah. Yep, so much easier. I'm going to tighten the bracket on, then we'll come back to the, all right, still with us? Cool. Make sure you don't twist the brake line. Slide the caliper back into position. There we go. All right, let's get the torque specs for the wheels. All right, 83 foot-pounds. Go. There you go. Now we're going to move on to the back brakes. I almost forgot. After every time you do a set of brakes, pump the pedal before you go on to the next one, because you're going to push all the pistons back in and it's going to end up coming out of your master cylinder. So after every time you push a piston back in and you get done with the brakes, get inside the vehicle and pump the brake up. That is all. All right, we're going to do something different here. Little story time. So with this adverse weather going on with the thunderstorms and the bad weather, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, I was helping a buddy change differential fluids. I think it was like, I know it was a Ford. It was one of those weird pickup trucks. I don't know if it was like an Explorer that was a pickup truck. I don't know what it was. It was like a mini truck kind of thing, so it wasn't full size. Anyway, I'm doing fluid right in this area, and it is absolutely coming down. Thunderstorm, lightning's crashing all over the place. And lightning crashed in the front yard. This whole area right here was water had came up to this area right here. So I'm going to reenact the body position that I was in. I was laying this way. Nope, this way. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I had this arm up over top of the drive shaft. This arm was up over the exhaust, holding the gear oil, right? Holding the container for the gear fluid. And as I was feeding it in, lightning crashed right in the front yard, and my elbow was grounded against the frame of the vehicle. So basically I grounded out. And I couldn't, you know how you want to flail? Well, I was like pretty bound up. And yeah, so I kind of grounded out. So that's why I wasn't too worried about getting struck by lightning or anything like that. When it's your time, it's your time. All right, we already got our rotors wiped down. We got our brake stuff laid out, and then we're going to move on to the back of the vehicle. So same thing with the rear. We got 14 mil. Pins are built in. Rubber one was on the top. Give it a little tug. Oh yeah, that's going in nice. All right, don't forget, we keep an eye on the dust cover. We don't want that getting in between the brake pad and the piston of the caliper. Definitely don't want to let it drop, but these things are these are light. Anyway, if your dust boot is bulging out like that, just peel it off the piston and force the air out. like burp it. We may need to get a pick or something to put that back on, but yeah, these are kind of low. $19 mil. Got to find our dust boot, and the kit comes with 2 different styles of brake hardware, and I think it's because the thickness of the rotor. All right, there we go. Might need a wrench for that. There we go. We got to find our dust boot. Emergency brakes look decent. Okay. Don't forget to take the plug out of the old rotor. Good, that thing went way back there. Put that back on the mounting bracket. All right. Put that on. Here's our plug. What are you guys looking at? Okay. We got our wire brush. New stainless hardware only goes on one way, or there's no incorrect way to put it on because it won't fit. Now let's get our new pads on, and we can see the witness mark where the squealer is inboard. All right, test fit to make sure that the pads move freely. Okay. go. We got our 2 mounting bracket bolts put in. Snug those down. All right. Once again, we put our caliper back on in a way that we're not twisting the hose up. Rubber pin was on the top. Okay. All right, we're gonna pump the brake up, so watch the action. All right, get ready. And we're pumping. There we go. All right, nice. Yep, that's it. Coming through. There we go. All right, we'll torque these to 83 and then we're done. Almost done. Still gotta take the vehicle on a test drive and center the brakes in. You know, get them up to temperature. And then let them cool down. That's not good for it. All right. There we go.